You know, looking at this shoe, man, it's just something about this classic, timeless shoe that if you are breathing right now, you should have these. These are one of my favorite silhouettes, and in today's video, we're gonna get into why. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to all my returning clients. Much love and appreciation as always. But if you're new here, though, my name is Hayes, veterinarian, sneakerhead, and it's the name, TheShoeVet. On this channel, we just talk about fashion in general. I understand we have the off-white Nike Air Jordan 1 as, you know, my logo on there, but I mean, it can range from Nike things to Adidas things to Balenciaga things to Rick Owens things. And here on this channel, we just like fashion and looking good. So I might even change my logo soon, but I don't really know just yet. But hey, hope everybody's doing well though. Today's video, we are going over the Air Force One, and more specifically, not only why I like it, but I'm also gonna go over some of my personal favorite iterations of the Air Force One. One of the big reasons why this shoe is so popular is, well, one, as I mentioned, it's a classic timeless shoe. I mean, this shoe right here, it's pretty simple. The silhouette of it doesn't do anything too crazy, and more specifically than that, the triple white colorway, it's crisp, it's clean, it's suave, it's still stylish. I mean, there is just a lot that goes into the shoe, but it's still simple. And it's a really good oxymoron. And if there's one thing that I like, it's a good oxymoron. Things like that, okay? Also, what's really nice about this shoe is that it is still considered a chunky shoe. Now, we know we've been through the whole chunky shoe dad vibes. You know, we're looking at the Technos, looking at the Triple S's, the Yeezys, things like that. Those shoes, they're a big statement because their silhouette is just so crazy, just so out there. And especially like when the Balenciaga Triple S came out. I mean, those were something. Those are something. And I actually remember owning a pair of them. I had the black and white pairs. And I remember the first time I wore those out, literally my calves were screaming, all right? Just absolutely screaming. But these shoes right here, they're still a chunky shoe, technically. You know, they're still a relatively big shoe, but they're not overbearing though, okay? You could really slip these into an outfit and it still, you know, blends in very well. It doesn't really take out too much, but it can still add a really good pop, especially if a lot of your outfit has, you know, maybe even some darker hues or some colors, and then boom, a crispy white Air Force One shoe. Another reason why this shoe is so popular, and in particular the triple white colorway, is customization. A lot of people have been doing their own custom on this shoe, whether it's just a simple color change all the way to full-blown graphic design. I mean, the possibilities with this shoe are literally endless, essentially. So yeah, it's a really good shoe to have on that sense. But again, reasons why I like it, because for me personally, going back to my further point, I like the chunky shoe look, okay? I'll wear the shoes that are deemed the ugly ducklings, if you will. But you know, these right here though, man, you gotta always keep a nice clean pair of these. Going on from that, again, like I mentioned before, the customization of these shoes are endless. And of course, a lot of major brands out there have noticed that too as well. Some like, you know, Supreme or Comme des Garçons, things like that. So right now I'm gonna go over some of my personal favorite iterations of the Air Force One. These honestly are in no specific order of, you know, my least favorite to favorite, although I will let you guys know, you know, how I'm feeling about them, you know, am I crazy about them? They're kind of so-so, some features about them, so on and so forth, okay? So let's go ahead and get into that part, all right? First one up here, so this is when I was really heavily going on my Travis Scott craze, and I'm not gonna act like I am completely like just over Travis Scott shoes. I mean, actually, as of making this video, today was the drop of the reverse mochas. And of course, as you probably figured, got the L. But these right here I picked up for a pretty solid price on Grailed. And I think there was like two versions of like the Air Force One Travis Scott's, at least. I think there was like a sale and there's like, I forget the other color off the top of my head, but there's one that was a lot more rare or sought after, if you will. So this one was easier on my pockets. But yeah, this is the Travis Scott Nike Air Force One right here. And of course, you know, some of the features are, you know, of course, this lace covering. You have the grill tassel as compared to on the regular Air Force Ones. You have the traditional AF1 tassel. But yeah, this one, of course, you know, from inspiration of Travis Scott, their grills. I know a big feature that was on this one is the swoosh that is on the side. It's like really strong Velcro, if you will. Come on. And there are different ones on here. Honestly, I just kept this one on because I have no reason to put the others. I like this silver one, just straightforward like that. And yeah, that is the biggest feature to me on this shoe. You know, of course, if you hit it in the light too as well, the lining does have like an iridescent pattern. That's actually pretty nice, but you can only see that in certain circumstances. So to me, I still stick with the swoosh being the most defining feature of the shoe. Not only that though, you know, Travis Scott, he's always doing things, you know, inverse. So you have on the back Nike and the swoosh in air that is reverted upside down. Just overall a solid shoe, bunch of extra details on there. I want to say the lace tips even, I can't remember the lace tips changed, but yeah, I know the lining of it does. So yeah, it's a really nice intricate shoe. So this one right here is actually from one of my recent videos. It's from a guy, Customs by J1 over across the pond over in Europe. So he customizes Air Force Ones to make his own rope lace AF1s. And these are, I have another pair of them, but this one in particular is my favorite. It's a pony hair version of the rope lace Air Force One. Clearly you see the latter third and the swoosh covered in the pony hairs, and I just thought that that was an excellent detail of that. Another cool thing about Air Force Ones, and this one in particular, is that there's typically kind of two different versions. There is the smooth leather version, which is the traditional one right here, and then there is the pebbled leather one, and this one adds a lot more, you know, texture and therefore adds more character to the shoe, and I think that's an excellent choice for this one. Of course, you have the big rope laces, kind of in that creamy beige color that blends in very nicely with that I think matches very well with the pony hairs, you can see right there. And yeah, it adds a little more chunk to the shoe, granted, with these, you know, chunky rope laces, but I think it really still, you know, complements the shoe very well. Really makes the shoe feel very hype beasty, okay? But I think it is very intricate because you're really not gonna see these. Again, these are custom made. And so these isn't something that you can just readily buy off of Grailed or, you know, go to your Foot Locker or Champs or anything like that to buy. So I think it really adds a lot of extra pizzazz to this version of the Air Force One in particular. And make sure you guys stick around too as well. I'm gonna let you guys know some different ways of how our style is, but these, I would almost say this brand, the way they do their collaborations with Nike, they're almost always gonna be at my top. Comme des Garçons, I just love just how crazy they go on different shoes. So we're gonna go, and I understand too this as well, this one is gonna be an Air Force One mid. I know I've been talking about the lows, but I had to throw it in there because I love the details on this mid shoe. This one right here is absolutely hilarious to me, but again, it's just Comme des Garçons being Comme des Garçons. So we're gonna go over this one first. This is the Air Force One mid in collaboration with Comme des Garçons. I got it off of Dover Street Market online for retail. The only thing I don't like about the CDG collabs is the price though, man. Like, the retail prices, man, couple $100, like Jesus. But like I said though, the details on this one actually pretty nice. Smooth leather material. You have the cutouts and the overlapping. You have the, you know, the strap on the top of the Comme des Garçons branding. You have the cutouts. You can have your thumb go straight through in there, so you can also see your socks and everything. And you know, it's just a really intricately made shoe. All the wavy patterns, and again, the overlapping, and of course the construction, the materials are just phenomenal, man. I just really like what they did with this shoe right here. This one, it's bland per se, but then it's just like, bam, dinosaur. Like it's funny, you know. It's a gimmick. You know, really squishy. The other one has like a Stegosaurus. This one has a Brachiosaurus. Yeah, it's just really interesting. You know, you're walking through wherever, and you know, you see it. You know, the classic white Air Force One, and then bam, you got this big old loud goofy dinosaur at the end of it. And it's like, why dinosaur of all things? To be honest with you, I have no idea. If there was a reason for it and you know it, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you made it this far in the video, one, I really appreciate it, and two, help me out with the algorithm, like the video. Yeah, it's random, but it's fun. And it just says, yeah, this is Comme des Garçons. For the last one, this is gonna be actually my most recent one. I haven't been able to wear these just yet, because I've been trying to figure out if I want to actually like fully review it or not before I go ahead and wear it. But yeah, this is gonna be in collaboration with CPFM, Cactus Plant Flea Market, and Nike to bring the CPFM Air Force One right here. This actually dropped twice. So the first time was on a Nike by You, and man, that was a mess. That was a mess of a drop, and a lot of people, you know, orders, they're essentially back order. They, you know, you can put your order through, they took the money, and then if you were like me and hundreds of thousands of others, they're like, yeah, we're out of stock, sorry, and refund. So that was that. The second drop was on CPFM website, and I got in, but I couldn't add the cart, and I know a lot of people couldn't do that either. So, you know, I ended up biting the bullet. You know, got this on StockX for kind of a fair price, kinda. But yeah, I just really like this one for two reasons. So one, this actually took some inspiration from the up tempos in particular, with the big layers on the side. This one has sunshine all the way around it, and the other one has air. And I also like how they just kind of slapped it and overlapped it on top of the swoosh, so it adds a little bit of depth to the shoe. Also too, this is 3M reflective, so again, under special circumstances with the right flash of the light, you can see the 3M trimming around here. And I think in photos, especially if you take it at dark with that nice flash, with a cool outfit, you know, you get that real pop in there with that 3M reflection, and it's just kind of almost poetic. You have, you know, sunshine on the shoe, and then of course you have the 3M shining. So I think that was very smartly done. But yeah, there's a lot of character with the shoe, and I think that's what I like about shoes in general. Honestly, you know what? Let's go all the way. I like fashion in general because of the character a lot of pieces have. You know, some things can be edgy, some things can be soft, some things can be playful, some things can be kind of gloomy. Like I just love showing character in fashion, and that is pretty much what I want my channel to fully be about. But you know, we're work in progress. We're gonna fix the plane or refly. That is pretty much going to do it as far as my favorite iterations that I own. I do have the Supreme Air Force Ones, but I mean, honestly, I don't even really feel like bringing those out, because it's literally just, you know, a traditional smooth leather Air Force One with a little Supreme rectangle. You know, you have a spare change of laces. That's pretty much it. Now, how, you know, some ways that, you know, I style it. So like I said, these are chunky shoes, and me personally, when I have a chunky shoe, I do like a bigger, you know, pair of pants. So whether it's something flared, and you have like kind of like a good retro look, you know, seen right here, these pants are by, you know, Miri, or something that really complements the thickness of the shoe. So these pants are right here is from Golf Le Fleur, actually, these corduroy pants right here. So you guys gonna catch me abusing these pants come winter, because I love me some corduroy. I love me some corduroy, really preppy look with those. But then you can also you can throw in a little razzle dazzle. You can wear some, you know, some Croc pants, and then show some socks with that too as well. Now, a lot of people will also wear shorts with them too. I'm not really a short guy. I'm 5'6". I am a short guy, but I'm not a short guy. I know. But yeah, those are just, you know, some of the ways that I personally like to style these. But yeah, in general, these are an amazing shoe. I think if you do not have a pair, I first question you, but then secondly, I will say you definitely owe yourself to get you a pair of Air Force Ones, whether it's just the classic triple whites, or heck, you can even stereotypically go Rambo and get the triple blacks, because yeah, we know the stereotype of the triple black ones. But no, either way though, I think you guys should definitely get a pair of Air Force Ones if you don't already have. I will say though, as far as sizing, these are some pretty big shoes, okay? I'm a true to size 9.5, and I actually size all the way down to an 8.5 in particular. The only Air Force One that I got in a size 9 were the Travis Scotts, and only because at 8.5 price, absolutely not. But if you guys made it here, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys become a client. You do that by hitting the description down below, as well as hitting the notification bell so you'll be notified of the next appointment. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram too as well. The handle is gonna be in the description box down below too as well. Hope you guys have a great day. See you next video.